Hi everybody. Sorry if it's a little dark. I hope it's not. We're getting a little rain here, and it might be this way all day. Okay. So why not? I'm kind of satisfied, kind of not, because they had the memorial for Cole today, but we didn't see any part of the memorial. We saw the people all dressed in black clothing, and they were going to the memorial, but we didn't actually see it. So I don't know. Okay. Before I start talking about that, really, I want to talk about the two stories that they focus on today, which is that one and the one with Kane, Billy, and Phyllis. Now, Phyllis wants to be involved in Kane's company or whatever he wants to do, which is, if I remember correctly, take over all the companies in Genoa City and run them the way he sees fit. And Phyllis is gung ho, all on board. And Billy says, "Well, can you give me a couple of days to think about it?" This is after um, Jack and him decided to part ways uh, business wise because Billy sees it as he was trying to control him and tell him what to do, right? Okay, so now that you understand the backstory, you know where everything is. And also, Lily was on the phone talking to her trying to talk to her kids. And she said, she left a message and she said, "I really want to talk to you, even if it's on the phone, but I really want you to call your dad because he has to tell you some stuff and he wants it to come from him." And then we were left like right there. Okay, so getting back to the big story, because I feel like the big story is the you know the memorial and then the dealings with Cain and everything is like a sad story. So okay, getting back to the main story. So we all wait for everybody to get ready for the memorial and they leave. And Kyle is allowed to go to the memorial with Claire. And Nikki says to Victor, "Don't say anything today. Just don't say anything. Bad timing, don't say anything." And he's like, "I know what I'm doing. Just be quiet, kind of. And I'm like, okay. So what is he going to say? So then he waits until they come back from the memorial and he says, "Well, Cole was a really great man, and I had my concerns when they first started getting back together, but Cole proved himself, and he considered himself a member of the family, and he is unlike some other people who try to connect with our name, but we leave him behind." Okay. Now, even if you didn't know what he was talking about, you can make a pretty good inference into he was talking about the fact that Kyle wants to be a member of the Newman family because he's dating Claire now and very seriously, and he is not happy. And Victor is not happy about that. So the way to vocalize that is to give a little jab without giving a jab. Because when Claire finally stood up for herself and said, "I don't like it how you treat the man that I love. I don't care if you guys have a beef, but you shouldn't say that." And he says, "What did I say? I didn't put his name in it. We all know who you were talking about." And that's what she said. "We know who you were talking about, and I'm not stupid. And you don't get to control who I hang out with or whatever anymore." And she storms off. And I'm like, yes. Now, okay, let me just say this little piece before I continue. I am not for violence at all, But I would have completely been okay with if Claire slapped him in the face just this once. Because, you know, you can tell Victor, stop, don't say that, don't do that. But until you put some force behind your words, it really doesn't mean much for him. So, yeah. Yeah. So everybody was stunned. Kind of. Only she said, you know, Claire said that my mom and my dad supported me and even my grandma. And she looks right at them, Victoria and Nikki, and they say, well, yeah, she's right. And also, they said, we warned you about doing something like this. We told you not to do it. And he's like, oh, well. And then he's like, I did what I did to protect my family. Classic Victor. Classic Victor. So, yeah. Nothing new here, really. Okay, the next piece I want to see is what happens with Chance. Like, are they going to have a funeral? Who's going to tell Nina and Abby and everybody that should be told that Chance died? I want to see what happens there. I really want to see it. So I hope I get a good payoff from this one because I feel like I have been a fan of his. First, Connor Floyd and Chance, the character, from day one. And so if they don't do a proper send-off for him, I'm going to be very annoyed. Just putting it out there. So, all right, bye, guys.